what's up? My name's Daniel Walter, and I'm new to TikTok. A friend from work sent me a link to a TikTok video, and I had to sign up for a TikTok account to watch it. And I ended up posting a video of me at Walmart trying to buy printer ink so I could print out a bunch of documents for the nasty divorce case with my wife that I needed the next day. So I didn't realize the video got 13,700 views until yesterday, which I think has been about a month. But I promised something a lot more interesting than people ripping up a floor in Walmart if you watched the end of this video. I promise. Bill Gates, please don't sue me. Zillow, please don't sue me. People have always told me that I should make a show about my life and I should be a comedian. So I guess let's start. Since I am going through a divorce, which is the second divorce with my wife in the past 3 years. She didn't tell me about the first one until after she closed it, though. So anyway, since I am going through a divorce, I did tell the court that I did intend on making a show about my life. And since I'm going through a divorce, it may or may not come up. But I'm not going to hide it. I'm a very open, honest, and transparent person. I think it's good policies. I also think it's a hell of a lot easier than trying to keep a web of lies straight or weave it bigger. Whatever it is people who lie do, I don't know. Anyways, bit about myself. My grandfather was Walter E. Graubart. He was a great man. He served in the Supreme Headquarters Allied Expeditionary Forces in World War II. And he was personal friends with Albert Einstein, Admiral Richard E. Byrd, and General Dwight Eisenhower. Eisenhower actually picked my grandfather to be his right-hand man for a range of things, as my grandfather was officially listed as security in SHAEF. Great man, though. My cousin is Esty Ginsburg. I'm sorry, Esty, I have no idea who you are. My grandfather tried to get my sister and I to meet you before he died, but it didn't happen. I don't know if you were living in Israel or California or wherever you were at the time. But anyways, never talked to you. I'm sorry, don't know who you are. I talk to your mother frequently, though. She's a very nice person. Hi, Adrian. I've met a lot of really cool people in my life. John Wyatt, George Williams, all those other great musicians that you guys play with that I've met, that you've introduced me to. Amazing music. But I went to Middlesex Community College for an associate's degree in IT cybersecurity. Graduated with a 3.3 GPA, aced all my ethics classes, took business law. I actually opened up a business in 2021. It's called Life LLC, and it's IT products and services for life. I'm also a registered federal government contractor and a Massachusetts state FEMA contractor. Got some stuff for sale that I've gotten from cleanouts. I got a bunch of stuff going on, but honestly, I've got so much going on that my bank recently told me that my business has vastly outgrown its original business structure and its banking structure. So my business is currently going through a reorg right now. So anyone trying to get a hold of me for business, I'm sorry. Also, my business is currently experiencing a hostile takeover by my wife in the divorce, which is something I've been trying to deal with as delicately as possible with the appropriate people and agencies. It's still been tough, but, I imagine no divorce is easy. I'm 40 years old. Technically, this is my second time going through a divorce with my wife in the past 3 years, but I didn't know about the first one until after she closed it and she told me about it. So, yay. Anyways, So, before it gets too late into this video, um, something that I have for you, Bill Gates. I'm sorry. Again, I majored in IT cybersecurity, and my family got me into computers when I was 16. And when I was in high school, rather than sit in the cafeteria and have lunch with the other kids, the jocks were having pickle races on the windows like it was a fucking cartoon, man. I don't know what the girls were talking about, makeup, whatever. Anyways, I was off in the library figuring out how many worms, viruses, rootkits, and Trojan horses I could stuff onto a 3.5-inch floppy drive. I was supposed to graduate high school in 2003, but I got held back and graduated in 2004. Meh. Anyways, I love computers. Computers are great. I love information. Information is amazing. It just recently got announced to be the fifth state of matter, which, if you get into a lot of physics, it's really cool what you can do with information when you apply physics to it. It's quite interesting. Anyways, what I have for you, Bill Gates, and yes, Bill Gates of Microsoft, this is for you. I'm so sorry. 5 years ago, my wife and I bought our house in February of 2020. And Zillow, you have an amazing website. You have given the country and the world, I don't know, I don't live in the rest of the world. So I don't know. Anyways, you provide an amazing service. You allow people to search an entire database of properties for sale, for rent. People can even view properties that aren't for sale or for rent, and just view properties. So the funny thing about viewing properties is Bill Gates has this property in Medina, Washington. It's Xanadu 2.0. I have no idea, man. But anyways, when my wife and I bought our house in 2020, you can go on Zillow and you can claim your house, claim your property. And I claimed our house. And then I noticed that the process to claim the house was so easy. All I had to do was pick the owner's name from a list of 4 names. But having a background in IT and knowing about open source intelligence, I found, you can just go to a town's local GIS map, look up a property, see who owns it, and you could just pick the name out of the list. And I told Zillow.com that they had a huge security risk because of the open source information that allowed people to easily bypass what they were calling a security measure to prevent people from claiming properties that weren't theirs. At this time, Zillow, there was no legal notification saying not to claim other people's properties. If there was, I'm sorry, I honestly didn't see it. But either way, the point was that you can claim someone else's property. Here are some properties that I have claimed. It's my property, or I should say correctly, the marital property with my wife. And here's Bill Gates's Medina mansion. So if we go here to Zillow, we zoom down, zoom down, zoom down. Fuck it. You're home. Here you go, Bill. More. Release ownership claim. Boom. Just released your house to you, Bill. I was get tired of holding on to it. The whole idea of holding on to it for the past 5 years was to show Zillow that I could, in fact, bypass their security and claim any property in the country I wanted. Zillow, kudos to you. You finally updated your obligations to inform people numerously on your page not to claim other people's properties. Fuck.